Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me.
And today we're going to be talking about Archdruid's Charm. For 3 green, it's an instant with choose one. Search your library for a creature or land card and reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield tapped if it's a land card, otherwise put it into your hand. Then shuffle. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control, or exile target artifact or enchantment. Now this is really powerful. As soon as I saw this spoil, I thought that this was a really good addition to what is now clearly the Archmage's Charm cycle. That card, of course, was very powerful as well. You got to counter something or draw 2 cards or just gain control of something with mana value 1 or less. I would argue that the modes on this are actually better for the most part than the modes on Archmage's Charm, because in this one all 3 of them are relevant, whereas in Archmage's Charm the third one didn't come up quite as often as the other 2. So the first mode is very good, and that's probably what you're going to use this card for the most, because you get ramp for any land, and that's actually very crucial. You get to search up any land in your deck and put it straight onto the battlefield at instant speed. That means that you can wait till your opponent's end step and go get your Cabal Coffers or your Nykthos or what have you, which is obviously incredibly powerful. But even the first mode in itself has 2 choices and is flexible. You can also just search for a creature card and put it into your hand. So again, end step you can search for your Craterhoof Behemoth to finish the game, or any toolbox creature that you might be needing. And it doesn't restrict the creature to green creatures either. It could be any creature in your deck or any land in your deck. That first ability alone would probably just be worth it at 3 mana at instant speed. It's incredibly powerful. But you get 2 other abilities as well. The second one covers your bases with removal, so it can buff a creature, which can sometimes make it win combat, even though a +1/+1 might not always be enough for that, but then it's going to make that creature deal damage to a target creature you don't control. Not fight, deal damage. That means that this can actually blow people out massively in response to removal or when a creature has been blocked. Say an opponent has blocked your 5/5 with their 5/5. In response, you can put a counter on your 5/5, make it a 6/6, which will survive combat, and then shoot one of his other creatures with this, which is incredibly good. You're getting a 2-for-1 then. Or somebody's going to be dealing 5 damage to all creatures on the board with Delayed Blast Fireball, but an opponent has a bigger creature in play. You can put a counter on your creature to survive the Delayed Blast Fireball and shoot that bigger creature that wouldn't have died to it, so that it's going to die altogether. This second mode is incredibly flexible again, but the third mode is where it just completely seals the deal. Artifacts and enchantments are always a pain to deal with, so it's really nice to have cards that remove them, but you don't often want to commit a card that only does that to your deck. This solves that very elegantly by giving you an amazing tutor and a good creature removal spell on the same card, so now you have no excuse not to play this in your deck. And the fact that it exiles as well rather than just destroy is what really pushes it over the top. A lot of decks have ways to recur artifacts and enchantments, particularly artifacts, so being able to deal with them permanently so that they never come back to bother you is really, really valuable. But where it all really ties together is that this is an instant that offers all of these options at any point in the game. You can just keep mana up at the end of turn, and if you don't need to destroy something or exile an artifact or enchantment, you can just ramp yourself if you're desperate, or you can find the best creature in your deck for any given situation. It's so flexible, so powerful, and all 3 modes are so relevant at every stage in the game that I think this is going to be a staple of green decks for a long time to come, and I can't wait to see the other 3 colors in this cycle and what they end up looking like. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care.